I mean, right now we got a main event coming up here, big main event. We don't even know if James Ford is back in the arena right now after what happened earlier before we even started Summerfest. But the thing about it is, does it really even matter after what just happened with Trista and Jason Havoc?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some word on Ford. You know, I mean.
Well, listen, before intermission, they said that he had several cracked ribs. They were waiting to hear like the extent of the damage. But one man who doesn't care about that, your heavyweight champion, the Juggernaut, John Rodin. The face on this man tells you everything you need to know.
Now I just want to ask you, Zach, because I wanted to see whenever he's here in person. What are your thoughts on this new attitude from John Rodin?
Listen, so I've said this before, and when I decided to sit down on this side of the table, I promised that I would take any personal feelings aside, call it just for what it is, and despite any personal feelings, despite what you might think, right now you are looking at possibly the greatest independent wrestler on the planet. And it's hard to say anything else other than what matters in this moment.
I'm going to say that he is definitely one of the best big men in the business right now. That suddenness, that quickness, the power, the strength, and the technical prowess of this man. But you know what you said about, who doesn't care about cracked ribs? This man, you know who else doesn't care about cracked ribs? James Ford. If James Ford can breathe, if he can stand, he can fight.
Well, I mean, too, maybe he's going to get his shot at some point down the line, but at least we're going to get a main event. Thanks to this guy winning the #1 contendership.
Absolutely.
Because right now, you're going to see two of the biggest men in independent wrestling lock it up. Because here comes Ed House.
Well, that's the thing about Ford, though. He said he'd rather die on his knees than...
Hold that thought. Eddie's not in his gear right
You're right, he's not in his ring gear.
I wonder what's going on.
Ed's coming out. Wonder what... And that's the thing, we talk about this guy, the unique person that he is. We have no idea what's going on in the mind of that man right now.
Listen, the one thing is that he's a lot calmer than he was out here before, so either he's extremely confident or Ed House has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, a calm Ed House kind of scares me a little bit. Out here with the great fans of HWF here in Lewistown. Great night of action. We got a main event. We don't know what we have in the main event right now. We're still waiting to hear.
Yeah, because he's not gonna wrestle as a street clothes, is he?
Listen, I've seen him do it before. I've seen him wrestle in showered shoes. I saw him wrestle in a full body morph suit. Like, Ed is unhinged. And honestly, I wouldn't want to be in this spot if I was John Rodin.
You're absolutely right. That's your #1 contender right there, Mr. Mozzarella Sticks himself, Ed House. Maybe he had one too many mozzarella sticks and he's full. He can't fight.
There is, I suppose, good news and bad news. The bad news is, I think, pretty clear. I am not dressed to compete. A couple reasons, right? Clearly, too many mozzarella sticks.
Told you.
Way too many mozzarella sticks.
Is that what I just said?
So he's constipated. Is that what he's trying to tell us?
The other thing why I'm not going to compete tonight is if it's not the main event that these people want to see. I'm cool with that because I'm an adult.
He is?
But this isn't the main event.
He plays one in wrestling.
Okay.
And it's weird too, because I got this text from James Ford. No, I didn't show you the picture he sent me, but he's here and he is ready to
Beep.
I would say language, but I think it's a little too late for that.
Our mass of loss, but it's not tonight because you got bigger fish to fry.
I think there's going to be another conversation later tonight when we get to the back. Unless Jason Havoc likes that kind of thing, he might let it go. Oh my. That is one angry Titan.
John Rodin looks like he saw a ghost.
That's the first time I think I've ever seen somebody turn white in the middle of the ring like John Rodin just did. Oh, I guess we're being joined. Indy is tagging out to Ed House, going to join us here at the commentary table. It's going to be a very interesting commentary right now, if you will.
Listen, you got to think that right now, John's got to be rethinking every single moment that he's played in the last 2 months through his head. Because there's no way he expected to be facing James Ford tonight.
You know, I said it before, James Ford, you know, he would rather die on his knees than on his back, and that is definitely, that is Ford.
Ed, so you've already secured yourself as #1 contender. So obviously, I know who you'd rather be facing at the end of tonight. But what's your tell of the tape? What do you think of this matchup?
You know, it's a little silly here, folks, because you're absolutely right. John Rodin has been expecting me all night, but he's been preparing for James Ford for the last couple of months. With Ford the way that he is, I know exactly what he's going through. As the guy's friend, you try to do what you can. It may not be the best idea.
No, but listen, you got I know James as well as you do, and I know that if he didn't take this opportunity, that he'd be cracking himself until he got another one.
Absolutely.
Honestly, right now, we're looking at a matchup a year in the making. You know, I was in this match with them when John won the belt. I was the guy who got pinned. James Ford never was pinned to lose that title, and now he has his opportunity to reclaim that title.
From Clarion, Pennsylvania, weighing at 285 pounds, he is the heavyweight champion, the Juggernaut, John Rodin.
Here's the thing about these guys too. One thing about James Ford recently has been helping his nephew, has been tagging up with him. So he's kind of focused a little bit on tag team action outside of HWF with Jesse Lawhead. Here he is trying to recapture HWF heavyweight title, singles action against John Rodin.
Listen, I know that he has other irons in the fire. From talking to him, from being in the gym with him, from riding here with the guy. He is singularly focused. He did not say a single word for the entire drive from Pittsburgh all the way to Lewiston. And here we go.
And he called for the bell. Griffin calls for the bell, and we are underway. And right now, he's going right to work on those grips. That is smart by John Rodin. And of course, Ed House called for the belt to sit right in front of him. I guess you're kind of thinking of yourself as a champion at some point, whether you face James Ford or you face John Rodin.
You know, that's the ultimate goal. When you come into a company, you want to assess the landscape, you want to take a look at the players, and yeah, if you're not in this business to get to the top, then you're doing yourself and these folks a disservice.
Well, this is textbook for both of these guys too. You know, Rodin going straight for the midsection, that's what he does. He softens you up for that Billy Goat's curse, that Death Valley driver modification that he has. Ford is going to try to do the power game, but he's not going to be able to just muscle his way through some of this damage like he normally does.
Well, Ford is much more than just a power guy, too. He's very technically sound, and he's very quick as well. So that's why this is an interesting matchup. Ford does tend to use a lot of power, but don't take away his technical services. Nice back body drop.
I'll tell you what, if I did not watch that beatdown he took earlier in the show, I would have no idea that that guy is pushing through some serious pain with those ribs.
The rumbling.
Felt a rumbling, but John Rodin was having none of it that powered him over the top rope. That is that raw power of James Ford. Unbelievable. What a night. We've seen everything from the beginning to this main event. Again, if you missed it earlier, before we even started the show, Rodin tried to get an early advantage on Ford, maybe try to knock him out of the match. Ed House luckily had come out and saved James Ford, saved this main event for this great main event we have with these two.
Listen, you can tell that Ford's hurting too, but he needs to stay on offense as much as he can. Even more so in a situation like this, he's used to being able to slug off these attacks, but he's vulnerable right now, and John knows it.
Yeah, I hate to give John Rodin any kind of credit here, but he's got a face that can take a punch.
Again, right there, right to the midsection, into the back. That's right there. That's the strategy of Rodin. He softened him up. Chop against the ring post. I gotta ask you, Zach. I mean, really, when you put somebody against the ring post, did the chops have that much more effect when you got the steel behind you?
I think it's just a matter of not leaving them a way to get out. They have one way to avoid it. It's through you. And if you control like this, they're not going through you, especially a guy John Rodin's size.
Yeah, if you can time that chop, and if you've got your wits about you, you can back up to absorb some of that impact. When you're or you missed and hit the pole.
You can just duck the chop. That's
when you're against the ring post, like Zach said, you've got nowhere to go, and you've got to eat that chop.
And now Ford is going to dish out some chops of his own. Controlling the head of Rodin, form to the back. Yeah, I expected nothing but hard hitting from both of these guys. Just pure power. I'm not disappointed so far.
Rodin just absorbed that giant boot to the head. If he doesn't get himself back to a vertical basin, he could be in trouble.
Let me ask you, Zach, since you've been tagging up with John Rodin for a very long time, how many matches you guys go undefeated?
68.
68. So here's the question. Does Rodin actually have a weakness?
I mean, honestly, just overconfidence. But even that, he knows how to turn it in. But you got to remember, too, that this was a guy that he's a multiple-time heavyweight champion. He's traveled all over the United States. Undefeated, except for one loss.
Cover. Kick out, too.
And I've made no apologies in saying that, other than maybe this guy sitting to our left, this might be the best independent wrestler on the planet right now. Like, you like him, you hate him, you have to respect that he's at the top of his game.
Speaking of hate, he just took all that protective bandaging off of the ribs of James Ford.
Supposedly the ribs, smart wrestling by John Rodin. I have said it, I agree with you. Maybe not, in my opinion, the best independent wrestler, but definitely one of the best big men on the indie scene right now is John Rodin. That's why he is our heavyweight champion here at HWF.
Listen, the thing too is you got to understand that people get upset about his temper, his aggression towards his opponents, maybe even towards the fans. Like John has found a lot of reasons to hate things about his life. The problem is, the thing that makes him dangerous is the only thing he hates more than his opponents is probably himself.
Well, when he went for the pin, that was interesting. The referee didn't catch it. He had an iron claw in the stomach of James Ford, and now pulling back, the referee calling off and saying,
transitioning straight from these submission attacks to finish right into pinfalls. He's trying to catch him without wind in his lungs.
Again, you don't see that from a lot of big men. That's what makes John Rodin so dangerous. Even right there, transition right to the back.
Look at the weight that he's putting all of his weight on Ford, forcing him to take those deep breaths, which is going to shorten the breath. It's going to shorten the ability he's got to take that deep breath, and he is going to be sucking wind all match.
Well, it's not even the fact about that, but the fact that he's got the cruisers. I apologize, Zach, for that.
No, you're good. It's just that, we've seen this from John before. He does this. This is classic John Rodin. He works the midsection. He squeezes the air out of you, and that's against healthy opponents. Just imagine. Oh my God!
Oh God! What a body slam by James Ford, powering up. I don't even know how he did that. Those injuries.
Oh, no. He's setting up for that senton.
Oh! The pool was empty on that one. Ford down on his back. That cannot feel good in the ribs. That reverberates throughout your entire body.
That doesn't feel good when you're healthy.
Listen, dude, Ford took a calculated risk there. One I don't necessarily agree with, and this time he came up short. Not a good place to be in.
You know Ford like I know, and you couldn't even told him not to do that. He was going to do it anyway. That's James Ford. Sometimes these matches he runs a little bit on instinct in those cases.
Listen, that's the thing too. We talked about this before. Like, caution and patience are not things that are in James Ford's skill set. They don't call him the wait time.
You're right. And look at this, driving that in, and look at the feet, still churning under John Rodin, pushing even further on the ribs of James Ford.
I understand that this is the heavyweight title match, but our referee's letting a lot of stuff go here. Starting that 5 count out of the corner, a little late.
Well, you're right. There's a lot of discrepancies going because of the referee. They know the importance of a match like this, especially between these two behemoths.
Absolutely.
Honestly, even just allowing this match to take place in the first place shows a lot of leniency on the championship committee. Listen, I admire them. It's the biggest show of the year. This guy earned this spot by fighting for a year to get here. I didn't want to take it away from him either, but do we want to see him have a future? And that's the other question.
Trying to get Ford up. Ford might be trying to set up for the rumbling, but can he do it with those ribs? Oh! And a reversal, nice reversible by John Rodin.
When October rolls around, there's a chill in the air. Darkness comes early, and Honorary Wrestling Federation prepares for a terrifyingly epic night. HWF presents Heritage Harvest, live Saturday night, October 11th at the Heritage Fire Company. You'll see Sledge Gibson, Aaron Connors, Lestat, Extreme Champion Isaiah Frazier, the Titan James Ford, Keely Capri, the Pit Chick Danny Lair, Austin Connell, Big Philly, and more. Plus, the juggernaut John Rodin puts his HWF heavyweight title on the line against Ed House. And in the main event, the HWF Tag Team Champions, Sons of Mifflin County, take on former WWE and New Japan Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Plus, a few scary surprises from hidden screens on an attraction. Tickets available now at Eventbrite.com. $40 for front row, $20 general admission. Doors open at 5 p.m., bell time at 6. HWF presents Heritage Harvest, live Saturday night, October 11th at the Heritage Fire Company, 218 South Main Street in Lewistown. We're just dying to see you.
Power of John Rodin on display right there.
He knew he had to get out of there too. That powerbomb has ended every single person that Rodin has, Ford has ever hit. That rumbling powerbomb is his bread and butter. It is the end of the road.
It is a very devastating powerbomb, no doubt. And when Ford hits it, he hits it with authority.
Stepping on the ribs. Stepping on the ribs, using the ropes as leverage.
Right now, Rodin is in firm control of this matchup, and he knows it. That's why he's not in a hurry to pin Ford, taking his time out. I mean, I don't agree with it. You can't let somebody like James Ford get back into it. We've known James Ford for a very long time, all three of us. Standing on the chest, the ribs, midsection of Ford. Yeah, he knows he's got Ford right where he wants him. He's just toying with him right now, which you do not do to somebody like James Ford.
And it's crazy too. These guys have so much. They have a lot. Even just look at the shirt that John's wearing. No retreat, no defeat. If anybody, encompasses that feeling, it is James Ford.
You're right. I've never seen Ford. He never backs up. He always goes forward. He's forward. Even when he shouldn't be. And look at the knuckle right there into the ribs. Just the little things that Rodin does like that.
The referee can't do anything about it.
It's completely legal. Nice jawbreaker. The best thing the referee can do is get out of the way. Ford is going for that spear. He's won many matches with that spear as well. Off the ropes. Going for a spine buster. Pushes him to the ropes. Ford! Oh my God! Spine buster of his own. Jeez.
Rolling him up.
Rolling him through it. That's a big man to roll. Especially when you've got hurt ribs.
Oh, spear!
Did I just see it? Did Rodin just hit a spear on Ford?
Talk about two guys that know each other so well. First, Rodin takes a move, Ford takes a move right out of Rodin's way. Rodin answers with a signature James Ford with the spear.
It's like when you used to hit R1 and triangle at the same time in the old wrestling games and hit somebody's finishing move on them. 2, kick out.
Oh my God, you can tell how much pain just kicking out of that move did to Ford. Like, you can tell by the positioning of his arms, he's having trouble breathing. This is a very difficult position to be in.
You're right, I saw him wincing there when he tried to kick out Zach.
Can't breathe.
We had a great night of action, a little bit of sad news there when Tristan lost the company. We still don't know what's going to happen in the future, but for now, we've got this amazing main event right now. And we have a number one contender sitting to the left of us here at the table with Ed House.
Rodin's going for that DVD.
What he calls a J-Unit special. At least that's what he used to call it. Oh no! Ford, I think he tried to hoist him up, but I think the ribs just gave out. And look at that.
No, it looked like he was trying to go for Rodin's finish. I mean, he did get some of it, but Rodin leaned forward, put all his weight down on those ribs, and was able to find an opening and take away some of that impact.
Yeah, kind of resembles a little bit more of the wasteland maneuver.
Absolutely.
But Ford, look at him. You can see that he's injured as well. I think he got the worst of it, not Rodin. Ford, I can't believe he's going to do it again. He's going to do it again.
Oh!
That's it. Come on. 1, 2. Oh my God.
It's almost like James Ford right there just said F you to John Rodin. but a kick out.
When John had the kick out with the knee there, you didn't notice the referee was a little bit out of position. He wasn't able to see the far shoulder, so he might not have even seen it if it was just a brief kick out. But it was strong. John got the shoulder all the way up to make sure the referee could see it.
You're right. Rodin still has that strength, still has the wherewithal in this matchup, and that's the big difference. He doesn't have to hurt ribs like James Ford has.
I mean, he might now. This has been crazy.
Strong right hand.
Look at his face. Rodin is shook.
I said it before, I expected just two guys beating the hell out of each other in this matchup, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I mean, they're stealing each other's moves at this point. Like, speaking
Oh boy.
Oh no.
oh, powerbomb!
Straight powerbomb, not quite the rumble, but still a powerbomb. And recovered, kick out. Oh, I gotta ask you, Zach, you've had hurt ribs before in the past when it comes to matches. How hard is that to kick out whenever somebody's pinning you with those ribs trying to get the air in?
I didn't wrestle until they do. Oh, that's the difference.
All right. Fair enough. I will accept that. You were smart in that case. I'm not saying that Ford just does not have a reverse.
No, listen, too, it's a big difference between showing up for a regular ranking match and being in the main event of the biggest show of the year for the heavyweight title. He's doing what he thinks he has to do.
You're absolutely right. That's the thing about Ford. He cares about the fans. He doesn't want to let the fans down either. Ford still has a fight left in him. I told you he would rather die on his feet than live on his knees, and that's James Ford. Splash in the corner. Rodin falls in a back elbow. These guys just move for move, power for power. Oh, went over the top, and that's the quickness we said
Going
earlier.
for that German!
Oh my God.
Yeah, the pure power of Rodin right there, unbelievable.
Ford's on his feet.
Fortunately, is that all you got?
Oh!
I caught Uranagi. That was a variation of the Bossman Slam right there by James Ford.
God, he's got to capitalize. He has to pin him.
These guys are going deep into the bag of tricks right now, trying to put the other person down. Ford off the ropes again. Double clothesline, both men down, and now the referee has to make that decision. Do you start counting? He's going to. Standing 10 count. Again, if it goes to 10, it's a draw. Rodin retains the title, but it's still a draw. Neither man will win or lose.
Neither one of these guys are going to let that happen. There's absolutely no way.
Honestly, too, knowing the animosity between these guys, they're not even waiting to breathe for the count. They both are so stubborn that they want to be the first guy on their feet.
And stubborn is a very good word for both of these two. The thing about it was James Ford was a proud champion. He loved being champion down here. He loved being undefeated while he was champion. He wants that back. Again, and he's a champion of the people. And a lot of people claim that I'm a people's champion, I'm a people's champion. Down here, that's exactly what James Ford was. And now, trading shots as they get back up to their feet. Man, just those trading hamhocks right now.
And the crowd not making it any secret who they're behind right now.
Absolutely. And you've been on the receiving end of some of those hands too. You know it's like hitting cinder blocks.
God, Rodin's just working against that heavy bag.
God. Ford just teeing off right now. He's got the advantage. Rodin a little loopy right now. Might not know he's in Lewiston. Might think he's back in Clarion. And the referee trying to back him up.
Oh, God!
He got Ford. He got the referee right to the eyes. The referee is down. And this is where Rodin takes advantage.
You know, it would be real unfortunate to find out that ended up being intentional. That Rodin was willing to take a beating until the referee pulled him off to take that cheap shot to get dirty.
You know, and with Rodin, I wouldn't be surprised. You might be right on that one. He is a very calculating individual. We don't give him enough credit for that. Now he's rolling the referee out of the way. But the question is, what does Rodin have on his mind? I know what this man is capable of. I seen him put pit check through a table. And I'm sorry to say, but this guy to my right, Zach, let it happen.
There's nowhere near him, first of all. Two, I'm worried about him putting nuts to the table.
I agree with you. And Ed House says, no, you're not taking this title.
Not happening, big man. Not happening.
I don't know if there's any man I don't want to fight with. I don't want to fight with Ed House.
John Rodin just slapped Ed House in the face. The #1 contender is not going to tolerate that. Here goes Ed.
Well, Ed,
do not get DQ'd. Do not get him DQ'd.
Absolutely not. We saw that already happen right earlier tonight where a loss cost somebody. Whoa.
He almost hit. Oh my God, he shoved him into Ford.
And now House took the bullet, basically took the bullet for Ford. Ed, lying in the ring.
Rodin has the belt again. You got to think he's thinking to hit the Titan now too. The referee is still down. Ed's down. There's nobody left to protect James Ford.
Ford, he's got him up. A rumbling just happened in the middle of the ring, but Ford cannot follow up, and the referee is still down.
If James can get on top of him, this referee can count to 1,000. That's 3 rumblings. He's got him. Come on.
Ford rolling him through, and we've seen what he can do when he does that. He rolls him through and sets up that spear, but he's in the corner. Ford says not today.
Stopped it. Yep. Stop the kick in the corner.
Oh, man. Mommy just slapped Daddy at the table.
He's going for the rumbling again. Oh, my God, the power of James Ford.
Jeez. And the rumbling, and the referee is in the right position.
1.
Referee, I can't believe in the position.
2.
2. Come on, your referee's got it.
Oh, my God.
How in the hell did John Rodin kick out of that? Unbelievable. How? How did that happen?
John Rodin has just kicked out of an avalanche rumbling in the middle of the ring in Lewistown, Pennsylvania, in the main event of the biggest show of the year.
Right here at Summerfest, right here at the Heritage Garden. I can't believe it.
This is nuts. This is still any man's game. The referee's woozy. Both men are having trouble getting to their feet.
And Ed House is down at ringside. It's just
Listen, honestly,
crazy.
too, somebody needs to check on him too. That belt is almost 15 pounds of metal.
You're right. Those are heavy title belts. Everybody thinks. I saw somebody once say, "Aren't their belts plastic?" It's like, no, absolutely not.
This crowd is chanting one more time, calling for one more power bomb from the former champion to win it. Can he do it?
Ford, the ribs right now again. Again. Oh, there we go.
No.
And that's John Rodin right there. Now he's setting up, putting him up for that J Unit special. Oh, the Death Valley driver this time. Goes into a cover.
1, 2.
No!
Oh my God!
How?
He just
I ask. How did Ford kick out of that?
James Ford just kicked out of a low blow and a J Unit special Death Valley driver.
Unbelievable.
Can anyone beat the Titan tonight? Does Rodin have it in him? Does he have anything left that can possibly beat the Titan?
We might still be here on October 11th calling this match. The way it's going. I mean, we call them the Titan James Ford, but these are 2 Titans right now in the middle of the ring. I think the cliche is these are 2 meaty men slapping meat right now. He's got that title. He's slinging it over
has the title again. It looks like he's trying to fasten it to that far turnbuckle.
Ed House is getting back up. Ed House's point. I don't know.
Ed is still a little concussed. I mean, honestly, he might be concussed. The referee's trying to make sure that he's okay. He needs to turn around and focus on this match.
You're right, but the problem is when you have Ed out there.
Spear by James Ford!
Spear by Ford, but Ford not able to follow up, not quite go over the cover yet. Ford, but again, okay, Ed House is off the apron. Referee, turn your back to the match. Ford should have gone for the cover. I understand he speared him. Referee was on position, but still, you don't know if you had that opportunity. Ford is going up.
Ford's calling for that Titan fall, that modified Swanton bomb. You got to think that he's trying to pull out all the stops.
He needs to at this point.
I don't know. This is such a huge risk. His ribs are in such bad shape. Like this could be career-ending.
And right on the belt that Rodin put on the top rope. It's almost like this guy can see in the future. He planned it. You know he had to have got him back up now. Death Valley driver, but looked like he almost grabbed the knee, almost like the knee almost gave out. He goes for a cover.
1, 2, 3.
That's it.
John Rodin retains.
John Rodin is your HWF heavyweight champion.
What an unbelievable end to this year-long story. You know, if Ford did everything that he could to climb back to this moment, to have another shot for the belt that he was never pinned for. He fought through everyone in the company, the entire heavyweight division, to earn this shot at Summerfest. And the question on everybody's mind was, in a one-on-one, can John Rodin pin the Titan? Can he make it happen? Both of these men pulled up every single stop tonight. Both of them dug deep into the well. This is the pinnacle of our sport. This is unbelievable.
Well, let's think about this for one moment. Right now, that was a hell of a battle between these two. Like you said, a year in the making for this battle, but now John Rodin has to focus his attention on the man that he hit with the belt earlier, Ed House, who's still sitting out here on the stage area. Rodin may be your winner tonight, but he's got to deal with a very ticked off Ed House.
Absolutely, and I'm obviously Ford's fighting at a disadvantage tonight, but the fact that someone was able to do this to him, think about this. He's in the same position that Matt Silks was in when they fought for the title.
You're right.
So he has.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, this is despicable. Absolutely despicable by Ford.
Look, I'm not taking anything away from Ford. Ford came in. He's a fighting champion. He came in for a fight. Didn't matter his ribs were bruised. It didn't matter that Rodin jumped him. The fact of the matter is he came for a fight, and that's exactly what he did. He fought till the end. Ford fought valiantly. He shouldn't feel bad in himself for the way that went down. He fought with a lot of bravery and a lot of confidence. It just wasn't his night, unfortunately.
No, and here's the thing too. Like, despite, like I said, we've talked about their ups, downs, the shortcuts, anything that got them to this point. But the fact of the matter is, tonight, in this moment, at the end of the biggest show of the year, standing in the middle of the ring with the title still in his possession. Like I said, maybe the greatest wrestler, the greatest independent unsigned wrestler on the planet, the juggernaut John Rodin. Maybe Ford's going to muster up and get another shot, but right now, Ed House is next.
Ed House is standing between him and the entranceway. And right now, we've got nose to nose. We got man to man. Ed House, John Rodin. I mean, both these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they start throwing down right now, because that's just the kind of guy these guys are.
Now the referee's trying to, hold some peace here between the number one contender and the champion. And Ed, he's doing the right thing. He's going to check on James Ford. He's honestly a sportsman.
You're right.
But right, tomorrow, October, may belong to the Titan. Maybe they belong to Ed House, but tonight belongs to John Rodin.
You are absolutely correct. And look at this. Look at this. Rodin now, he's even taunting the fans before he goes back. Just can't take the title. Just can't go to the back.
Yeah. Well, we have so much to look forward to in October, Mike Edwards. But from tonight, Lewistown, Pennsylvania, HWF Summerfest. I'm the White Rabbit, Zach Rain.
I'm TV's Mike Edwards. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll see if we still have jobs in October.
See you then.
Honorary Wrestling Federation returns October 11th as HWF presents Heritage Harvest live at the Heritage Fire Company. With the fallout of Summerfest, Jason Havoc defeated Trista Silks to take over ownership of HWF. With that being said, what do we have to expect from the new owner, Jason Havoc? Trista Silks is set to appear October 11th, along with Keely Capri and the Pit Chick, Danny Lair. In other news, Baumgartner Wrestling Photography has sponsored HWF with a brand new championship. The Heritage Championship is set to debut January 10th, 2026. The current Extreme Champion is Isaiah Frazier, and he's set to defend the title against the former HWF champ, the Titan James Ford. Frazier has positioned himself to be one of the most unique talents in HWF history. With the news of the Heritage Championship, management has decided the winner of Frazier versus Ford will be the first contender to compete for the Heritage Championship. Does Frazier have the insight to take him to more gold? Or does the Titan have more to gain by becoming another HWF champion? Sledge Gibson will be live, as well as Aaron Connors and the Banana Man Lestat. Sledge Gibson has become one of HWF's most popular talents in recent memory. Aaron Connors is looking to gain momentum for the Fire in 2026. And Lestat has told several fans he wants HWF to be his home. All three of these talented performers are pillars for the future. One of the biggest stories in HWF has been Ace Connell and Big Philly. Both of these talents have grown in major ways in the last year. At Summerfest, Ace and Philly had a 2 out of 3 falls match, with Connell coming out on top. Prior to Trista Silks losing her position as owner of HWF, she made another matchup with Ace Connell and Big Philly. This match will be the last time these two face each other. Big Philly has been stewing over the recent loss to Connell and has become more hateful since Summerfest. Meanwhile, Ace Connell has been on a journey of growth through Christ. Who has the more to gain from this final encounter? Find out at Heritage Harvest, October 11th at the Heritage Fire Company. Another matchup sees Edward James looking for revenge on Draven Blaze. At Summerfest, after James and Blaze fought, Draven and the rest of Team Jawa beat down Edward James and tied him up to the ring. Ember Lee Ray would intervene and take down both members of Team Jawa. Ember's sights were then on Draven Blaze, but before she could get her hands on him, Draven would grab Ember Lee Ray and package Piledriver in front of Edward James. It's no secret that James and Ember Lee have been in a romantic relationship for the better part of 2 years. James would get free from his restraints and console his partner. Draven Blaze would retrieve a bull rope and beat James with it. After the match, Draven Blaze challenged Edward James to a bull rope match at Heritage Harvest October 11th. Edward James and Draven Blaze will make history in HWF's first ever bull rope match. There are so many surprises for Heritage Harvest. Hidden Screams Haunted Attraction will be featured at Heritage Harvest. Characters from Hidden Screams will be present October 11th. And there's talk of a creepy surprise only HWF can bring you. Check out Hidden Screams Haunted Attraction and their schedule on Facebook. The HWF heavyweight title will be on the line at Heritage Harvest. The champion John Rodin will defend his title versus one of Lewistown's favorite wrestlers, Ed House. House is looking to start 2026 off in his favor. Could he have the biggest prize going into the new year? Or will the Juggernaut retain his title and continue his road of terror? John Rodin and Ed House is worth the price of admission alone. And in the featured main event, OG Bullet Club members, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, face the HWF Tag Team Champions, the Sons of Mifflin County. After Matt TRK Silks and RD Mosh retained their titles after an 8-man tag match at Summerfest, Gallows and Anderson would surprise Sons of Mifflin County with a message via social media. Both Gallows and Anderson would tell the HWF fans they'd be live October 11th at the Heritage Fire Company to take part in the biggest tag match of all time in Lewistown wrestling history. The Sons have both been working hard to prepare for this challenge. Both Mosh and Silks have stated that this is the biggest match of their careers. As you know, the Good Brothers are former WWE and New Japan Tag Team Champions. They've held titles everywhere. The Sons and the Good Brothers will meet live at the Heritage Fire Company October 11th. This match is without a doubt the biggest match to take place in the Mifflin County territory. The Bullet Club and the Notorious Sons could alter the future of HWF. Tickets for Heritage Harvest are now available at Eventbrite. Contact HWF also if you're interested in purchasing tickets. Front row tickets are $40 and general admission are $20. And as always, kids 10 and under are free. Front row seating is reserved for paid customers only. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the show will begin at 6. Don't miss this great opportunity to meet former WWE stars Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Heritage Harvest is live October 11th at the Heritage Fire Company, 218 South Main Street in Lewistown. HWF would like to thank all personnel at the Heritage Fire Company for all the help and support over the last several months. HWF would also like to thank Baumgartner Wrestling Photography, Mama Don's Photos, Pam Stitches, Silk Shots, Burke Entertainment, Hidden Screams, and Curb Media Group. For HWF, I'm Drew Shannon.